Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. Today is going to be a double upload day because we've got two very big matches. Bournemouth will be this episode. Next episode will be 19th place West Ham. If we can get 6 points from those two fixtures, we will be in a very good position to actually stay in the Premier League, which is basically all we need to do for this season. But we are in January, which means the transfer window is open, which means a lot of business has taken place. Let's jump straight in with the players that have left the club first. Only one player is left on a permanent deal, and that is Matteo Pessina, the player who we signed in the summer on a free transfer. He's gone to Borussia Dortmund. He has gone for £13 million. We've made a hell of a lot of money from this deal. I'm annoyed we didn't get the chance to play him because I think he would have been quite good for us. Unfortunately, we do have the stupid registration rules that we need to abide by, which makes it very difficult for Matteo Pessina to actually get registered. The first of four first-team players who have also gone out on loan. That's right, we've got rid of 4 first-team players on loan deals. First up is Anthony Robinson, signing on loan for Schalke until the end of the season. He wasn't really playing for us anyway. Next up is JPG. I transfer listed him hoping that he'd actually go on a permanent deal. He hasn't. He's signed for Swansea. There is a £15 million optional fee in there as well, so hopefully they decide to take that up at the end of the season, which means we've seen the last of JPG. Omar Abdulrahman is the next one, leaving for Rayo Vallecano in Spain. He basically this season hasn't really managed to hit the ground running in the Premier League. We have replaced him as well, so it's not the end of the world. I was trying to again, much like JPG, trying to sell him. Nobody really wanted to sign him. He's gone on loan to the end of the season. We're not paying any of his wages, so that's fine. And the big one, joining Matteo Pessina at Borussia Dortmund, is Miguel Almiron. Now 28 years old, soon to be 29. Not getting enough football for my liking. He's gone out on loan to the Bundesliga side. Already played one game and scored a goal. Right, that is the players leaving the club. Let's talk about the players joining. I think we've got 4 youth players. Maybe 5, and then the rest are actually first-team players. We'll go through the youth players very quickly to begin with. First up is Ivorian goalkeeper Georges Corre, signing for some money. He's got some potential. 4-star, 1.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. We might see him in a few years' time. Signing from Western Connection. It's not Western, is it? It's Williams Connection, I think it is now. In Trinidad is David Francis, an 18-year-old Trinidad and Tobago striker and winger. 5-star potential on this lad, 2-star current ability. Probably much like all of these youth players, we might get the chance to see them, but not for a year or so. 19-year-old Senegalese striker George Ndawa is up next, signing from Generation Foot, who I think are actually from Cameroon, aren't they? He signed anyway. He's got 4.5-star potential, 2.5-star current ability. He's actually quite good. He's not getting paid enough money to actually play for us in this current season. Maybe in the summer we'll give him a new deal, put him on £8,000 a week, which means he can then actually play first team football. And the final youth player to join us is 19-year-old Chinese goalkeeper WANG XIAOFENG. Maybe XIAOFENG? It's just going to be called Wang, isn't he? He has 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. I think he will be our number 1 goalkeeper in a couple of years' time. We have bought a lot of goalkeepers in this transfer window because up next is another one. And not only is he a goalkeeper, he is homegrown. It is 25-year-old English goalkeeper FREDDIE WOODMAN. He has returned to the club, signing from Birmingham for £3.6 million. So he gets sold before I joined the club, sold to Birmingham, played 3 years or 2.5 years at Birmingham, also a season out on loan at Swansea. We've brought him back to the club, partially because he's a good goalkeeper, but also because he is homegrown, and homegrown in Newcastle, which is even better because it means we can actually register him. It does also mean that Jakobsen, I think, our Swedish third-choice goalkeeper, is no longer registered. For £10 million, we have brought our Miguel Almiron replacement, or our Omar Abdulrahman replacement. It is 24-year-old Brazilian attacking midfielder, Jean-Pierre, maybe. PYERRE? Pierre. It's Pierre, isn't it? It's Jean-Pierre. 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential, signed from Atlanta, much like Miguel Almiron, but I believe starts the game. Is that Gremio? I'm assuming that's Gremio. Yeah, he's good. He's real good. He's already played a couple of games for us in the league, getting a goal as well. Not a goal, sorry, an assist to his name. But he's not the only attacking midfielder to join the club. There is another one. And it is our biggest signing of the January transfer window and our final signing of the January transfer window. It is 23-year-old Turkish right-sided winger, but he can also play in the middle of the pitch as well. ABDULKADIR Omar has joined from Trabzonspor for about £12.5 million. 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's superb, absolutely superb. He's played a few games for us. We've played 2 league games since he signed, an FA Cup game and a Carabao Cup game, and has an average rating of a 7.38 across those 3 or 4 games that he's actually played. ABDULKADIR Omar, I think, is going to be world class for us. So that's all the transfers, but there's a little bit more news to talk about as well. Didier Bamba, the Ivorian central defender who is out on loan at ASEC Mimosas in the Ivory Coast, has returned to the club because we need to get some more central defenders on the books. He's also been registered, which is very handy. And also returning to the club is Mathias Jakobsen, the Danish central defender, who is a wonder kid, has returned to the club. Again, he's registered. He's a natural ball-playing defender. He can also play in the middle of the pitch as well if we need him, so he's very useful. He's only worth £9 million, but he's a wonder kid. So we're going to see a lot more football from Mathias Jakobsen. I don't know whether I even mentioned this. Jacob Murphy, by the way, got sold in the summer, went to FC Nantes. I think that's everything worth talking about when it comes to transfers and players. Let's go and have a look at the fixtures that we've played in between episodes as well. We haven't played a huge amount of Premier League football since the last episode, just 2 matches, but the first one was a 0-0 draw against Arsenal, which was a spectacular result, particularly as Sean Longstaff got himself sent off for a tackle which was reminiscent of his tackle in the final game of last season as well. So we've worked out Sean Longstaff loves to do diving tackles from behind and getting himself sent off. Against Wolves in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, we unfortunately lose 2-1, and we lose 2-1 thanks to Martin Dubravka cocking up twice. He also played so well, he still got a 7.0. Gouari did manage to score a goal for us, Abraham and Kananaman scoring for Wolves. Against Southampton, everything clicked. Absolutely everything clicked for us. We win 4-2. Jasper van der Werf, Amin Gouari scoring a Premier League goal, which he very rarely does. Nicholas Monasterio also getting on the score sheet. John Suter as well, giving us a 4-2 victory. Into the FA Cup 4th round, a 2-0 victory against Leicester. Johnny Panzo and Nicholas Monasterio with the goals, setting up a 5th round tie against Southampton, which is there, apparently. Why are we playing Sheffield United twice in the space of 3 days? Okay. We've almost finished with all the admin work. We have 2 games in hand over a number of teams around us. We are currently 16th place in the table. Bournemouth are today's opponents. There is 1 point separating us. A victory here could move us all the way up to 14th place. Big numbers. Unfortunately for us, Bournemouth are actually in good form. Strong form, winning their last 3 games. Who was it against? Sheffield Wednesday, Wolves and Preston. Drawing with Southampton and then losing 4-2 against Sheffield United. Okay, we've got a couple of suspensions. Johnny Panzo, Sean Longstaff, also Jasper van der Werf out with a virus, which means our back 3 is going to consist of probably Jakobsen in there, maybe Didier Bamba. The starting lineup then, we are going for the 5-2-1-2 wingback custom vertical tiki-taka. Still a mouthful, still not going to change it. Freddie Woodman will be the goalkeeper today. He will eventually replace Martin Dubravka as our first choice goalkeeper. We're just easing him in, basically, very slowly. Suter, Jakobsen and Tosin will be the back 3. Morey and Baba Rahman will be the 2 wingbacks. Jean-Pierre and Sebastian Vassiliadis will be the 2 central midfielders. ABDULKADIR Omar will be the attacking midfielder. Amin Gouari and Nicholas Monasterio will be the main goal threats. And Didier Bamba gets a squad number 35, there you go. Pretty sure we've already played Bournemouth on camera, haven't we? And yeah, this is obviously the team that I was in charge of back on the beta save, so I have no connection to them in this save, unlike Everton, but it would be nice to actually beat them. We are seeing the very first highlight of the match. It's starting off with the Bournemouth centre. Smith on that right-hand side gets it forward, finds Sarabia. It's got some company in Baba Rahman, manages to find its way all the way through to Freddie Woodman. Was that actually a highlight? Are we just on key highlights? We are. So something is probably going to go on. ABDULKADIR Omar with the ball finds Matu Morey. Long ball over the top. Gouari one-on-one with the keeper. Amin Gouari is finally returning his £20 million transfer fee. That is his 2nd Premier League goal this month. He is actually starting to play football again. We've moved up to 15th. That was actually in the first minute as well. Can we do it again? Corner for Bournemouth. It's Ryan Fraser to take from the right-hand side. Jefferson Lerma's at the back. Jakobsen gets it. Lerma's gone for goal, though. And Jefferson Lerma has equalised with 11 minutes and about 15 seconds on the clock. We just did not get the ball clear. And with that goal going in, we've dropped back down to 16th place. Woodman with a goal kick to John Suter. Runs forward with the ball down the right-hand side. Morey's in front. He's going to play it forward on the ground. Morey collects it. Jean-Pierre now. The Brazilian formerly of Atlanta and Gremio. Suter, is he going to just lump it? He does lump it. Morey doesn't quite win the header. And now Ryan Fraser kicks it straight into Jean-Pierre, the Brazilian. Pierre to OMUR. OMUR back to Suter. Suter inside his own half. Lumps it with his left foot. Finds Babarahman on the left-hand side. Babarahman nearly got sold in January. There's still time. Amin Gouari's got his second of the game. Babarahman is starting to prove maybe he shouldn't be getting sold. Amin Gouari has now 8 goals this season. 4 of them are in cup competitions. I think things are starting to click with our team and our tactic. Everything seems to start to work all of a sudden. I don't really know what's happened. Corner for Fraser just before the half-time whistle goes. Header clear from Jakobsen. Rodriguez has the ball though for Bournemouth. Doesn't manage to get tackled. Bednarek with his yellow card. Lewis Cook. Bednarek gets it back. Cook once again being forced away and backwards. Mario Rui. He's got Gouari, who's now on a hat-trick as well for company. Suter heads down. Matthew Morey. Just lump it upfield, buddy. Find Gouari. Finds Jean-Pierre instead in front of the Bournemouth manager. Morey collects it. Abdulkadir. Where's he going to go? Back to John Suter. Is he just going to lump it? Is he going to do it? He's played it forward on the ground. Kadir back to Suter. Long ball finds Morey. He's got Monasterio in the box. Stops, gets tackled, keeps hold of the ball. Morey crosses in with his wrong foot. Monasterio's there. Amin Gouari's at the back post. He's bloody scored a hat-trick. He's scored 2 hat-tricks. He scored 9 goals and 2 of them have been hat-tricks. 6 of them have been hat-tricks. That's how it works. Still not quite half-time. Fraser with the cross in. Suter heads down. Morey gets it. Vasiliadis, who, by the way, is now Greek, not German. He's decided to try and get into the Greece national team. Chris Mepham back to Aaron Ramsdale. Monasterio is in front of him, or is it Gouari? Might be Gouari. Jan Bednarek to Mario Rui on the left. Runs in front of me, wearing my lovely purple suit. Jean-Pierre doesn't get the ball. Rodriguez to Smith on the right. Full-time or half-time whistle is probably a minute or so away. Wilson goes for goal. Freddie Woodman saves it. It's a corner to Bournemouth. Ryan Fraser is the one to take it. The Scotsman towards the back post. Finds the Welshman Chris Mepham, but it's over the bar. And with that effort, it is half-time. It is the Amin Gouari show. He's finally scoring goals. Like I said earlier, something has started to click. I don't know what it is, but something has started to click, and we're actually playing well, scoring goals, doing the business, and winning games. No changes at the break. Matthias Jakobsen picked up on the yellow card immediately in the second half. I don't even know what he did. Fraser with a free kick on the hour mark. Bournemouth have pulled another one back. It's Jefferson Lerma once again. That was literally the first highlight of the second half. Nothing has happened until that Jefferson Lerma goal. This is a worry, because all it takes is one more goal for them, and they're going to nick themselves a point. Freddie Woodman with the goal kick to Suter. Morey's making a run. Suter does use him. Has to stop though. Gets tackled by Fraser because he just saw... It was the slowest sliding tackle. The slowest sliding tackle in the world. Jefferson Lerma to Wilson. Plays it across. Morey intercepts it. He's going to go backwards to Suter, please. There you go. John Suter. Just lump it upfield. Lump upfield, please. Woodman to Tosin. Babarahman wants. Babarahman gets it. Lots and lots of space for the Ghanaian. Stops instead. Tries to find Gouari. And now Bournemouth can potentially break. Sarabia over the top. Wilson's one-on-one with the keeper. Freddie Woodman makes a save. It's a corner. Fraser's going to take it. We've got 23 minutes. Fraser with the corner towards the back post. It's Mepham once again, but it's over the bar. Right, we've got lots of yellow cards here. Lots of yellow cards. We're going to do Jakobsen off, Didier Bamba coming on. We're also going to do Obafemi for Monasterio. Swap you two over. We've got 20 minutes. Corner for Abdulkadir. OMUR to take towards the middle. Bednarek gets it cleared. Big Didier Bamba collects it though, the Ivorian. Has to play it back. Babarahman. Babarahman's going to probably go backwards as well. No, he doesn't. Goes forwards to Vasiliadis. He's got round his man as well. Running into the penalty area. He's gone for goal with a side foot. Ramsdale can easily hold on to that. Almost into the final 10. Lerma with the throw. Patson Daka back to Jefferson Lerma. Gets round his man. Sarabia now. He's got some time. Crosses it to Adam Smith, I think it is. He's gone for goal from a long way out. It's drifted wide of the post. We are going to see the goal kick. I was going to say we probably need to start looking at maybe trying to slow this game down. Hold on. Michael Obafemi's getting on the end of Abdulkadir's cross. It wasn't a cross, it was a pass, but it was an easy save for Ramsdale. So the highlight is going to carry on, isn't it? Rodriguez controls it. Back to Lewis Cook, a player who I might try and look at signing in the summer. I think he's going to be expensive. Lerma runs over the halfway line. Babarahman doesn't quite get there. Sarabia back to Lerma. Vasiliadis with a great slide tackle. Still has the ball. Hold on. No, we've nicked it away. XIAOFENG. He's made loads and loads of space. Go on, Michael. Go on, Michael. It's an effort that is saved from Ramsdale. We are into the final 9 minutes. We have a corner. Jean-Pierre, the Brazilian, to take it on the left-hand side. Don't know if he's any good at corners. We will find out. It was XIAOFENG, I think, going for it. Billing gets it clear further. Morey can get the ball back alive, though. Right, final 5 minutes. Shutting up shop. We're just going to shut up shop completely. One more sub as well, just to do some time wasting. ABDULKADIR off for Oliver Batista-Meyer. 5 minutes to play to just hold on. Okay, another 5 minutes to play because of injury time. Batista-Meyer takes the corner, and XIAOFENG gets it. Batista-Meyer, what are you wearing, Batista-Meyer? I'm not even gonna go there. The full-time whistle goes. It was an exciting first half. The second half not so great for us. But it's a 3-2 victory. Amin Gouiri getting himself his second hat-trick for the club, his 9th goals of the season as well. That is a very valuable 3 points for us. A valuable 3 points that actually moves us up into 14th place. If we can beat West Ham, we will be on 26 points, which is potentially enough to put us up to, say, 10th. That's insane. Is that 5 league games in a row unbeaten as well? 5 in a row! And one of them was Arsenal. And Brighton. Brighton are actually really good. I think they're technically better than Arsenal. Right, that is going to do it for this episode. Like I said earlier, this is a double upload day, so we will have another video shortly after this one. I think today's a Saturday, so it might not be shortly. It might be 5:30 or something like that. Today, it is going to be the second match of the final match, of the January transfer window up against West Ham United. Should be another victory. 3 points against West Ham will be great, putting us potentially into the top half of the table. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back later with more Football Manager.